Right guys, it's Max here and I've got a new tutorial today. It's how to create a Keyblade setup. This tutorial is for beginners and to help maximise your potential damage in story quests, Coliseum and even some events. Other situations like high score challenges or harder events will probably be different and may need some slight changes to your setups however. Step 1. Buffers first. A buffer is a medal that generally powers you up and lowers your enemy's stats, rather than focusing on damage. Buffers are meant to go early in the Keyblade slot regardless if the medal's attribute actually matches the slot. For example, a power medal and a power slot and so on. If you have a buffer which matches the slot colour, then that is a bonus but not necessary in most cases when creating a Keyblade. Carry X, being the meta at the time of making this video, would always be either in the first slot or more likely the second slot in every Keyblade I create. For example, on the Fenrir it only has power slots, but I would still put Kari on there even though she's magic, because she's still one of the best when it comes to all-round buffers. However, if I was using a reverse Keyblade like Darkgnaw, then naturally you would want to use Shioni X because she gives you the reverse buff instead of Kari X's upright buff. You're probably thinking, but she won't get the slot multiplier bonus, and this is true, but she isn't made to deal damage. She's meant to make all your other medals deal more damage, and in turn, help you progress further in events like Coliseum. Step 2. Copycat medals. Copycat medals are really important as they are technically any medal in the game that you already have. There are two types of copy medal, ones that copy the medal after themselves in the Keyblade, like HD Shion, or the ones that copy the medal set before it in the Keyblade, like Kiat Sky, Bond, or Beginnings. A good strategy for making your damage dealers even more powerful is setting these copycat medals before and after your buffer. These medals again don't need to be on the correct attribute slot, but it would help you deal more damage if there was naturally. This then helps to get you close to your max buffs and your enemies are nearly at max debuffs, meaning the rest of your medals can be in the correct attribute slots and be sole damage dealers. However, new mechanics get added all the time, like the upright and reverse defense down, so you would need to think about debuffing this on your enemy also. Step 3. Choosing damage dealers with good traits. This step depends on your enemies you're facing, either group or single target, but the principle is the same generally. Firstly, you're going to need to see which medals are your most powerful. You can tell this by its tier and multiplier. The higher the tier and multiplier, the more damage that medal will deal. You then need to look at what traits your medals have, because a medal with better traits is generally better than one without. But this is not always the case. The two traits which will help you deal more damage are ground enemy defense down and aerial enemy defense down. If you're lucky enough, you might get both traits on one medal, meaning it will be super powerful for a while. Extra attack as well as ground or aerial will also help increase the damage you can do against an enemy. Obviously because you're getting a weaker but still an extra attack off against that enemy. Strength plus 1000 can help deal more damage also, especially when combined with either extra attack or ground and aerial enemy defense down. Once you have found your strongest medals, simply look which attribute they are and use a Keyblade that matches the attribute type. For example, if they are mainly upright power medals, then you'll want to use Fenrir. If they are a mixture, then look into Keyblades that have varied slots like the popular Fairy Stars or the Stroke of Midnight. It is crucial in this stage that the medals do match the multiplier attribute. This is because you will need these medals to deal as much damage as possible, so you'll need all the bonus you can get. Step 4. Skills. For a Keyblade to deal as much damage as possible, you need good skills in order to deal that damage. And the simple rule is the higher the attack boost skill, the more damage you will deal. Max skills are naturally better as you don't have to worry about them activating, as when they are fully leveled up, they will trigger every time. Make sure not to waste these skills though, as new stronger medals come out weekly and you should always save at least one high attack boost max skill, just in case a new high score challenge or event comes out. Preparation can be a big factor in passing certain quests. To make your Keyblade more successful, you will also need second chance 1, 2, 3 or preferably 4 on your buffer medal. This is because in some instances a second turn could mean the difference in dealing enough damage to pass a quest and not passing it, but this varies from event to quest. Step 5. Test out your Keyblades. I usually use high leveled raid bosses to test my Keyblade setups. This can take a while to get them high enough, but they have lots of HP so you can see how much damage your Keyblade is actually doing. I also use these high leveled raid bosses to test what buffs and debuffs I could potentially be missing out on. Alternatively, you could use the Proud quest in the event section to test your setups out. I know this has been a long video, but if you have any questions or queries, leave them in the comments and I will try to help you out the best I can. If you feel I've missed anything guys, don't forget to leave your tips and suggestions in the comments below to help other players out. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe and share this video, and if you have other video suggestions, leave them in the comments and I'll do my best to make them for you. Thanks for watching and I'll see you next time. Bye!